Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is June the 7th, 2021, and we are going to talk on Gamestop. You guys know, if you're a very avid follower of this particular product, you know that they are coming out with earnings this week. So we wanted to come through and give you all our expectations as to how the price is going to react prior to and after the earnings release for this particular stock. So today's the first time ever seen our video and our content, and you actually can see now someone giving you a prediction as to where the market is going to go. You're more than welcome to follow us, join our team, join our community, and you do all of that by liking the video, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Tap that bell notification as well, because whenever we do our videos, we will plot predictions on our chart so that we can see where the market is headed and that we can be in position to win and dominate. If you want to dominate, you need to join this community. It's just that simple, because when you look at it, this article right here from Investing Cube, they actually try to give you a forecast for GameStop stock price ahead of their earnings report, right? And I went through and highlighted some things on this article. I will post the link to this article in the description. Just, you know, if you're bored one day, you just wanted to look at something to read, you can definitely do that on this article here. But the things that I've highlighted goes in tandem with the price chart. And for one, the GameStop stock price will be watched as the company is set to publish its first earnings as a national sensation. This particular stock has gained notoriety in the media due to, you know, the overly amount of short interest that was in this particular product, and how, you know, the Reddit community or Wall Street bets and the market overall try to take advantage of that situation and did a short squeeze, meaning that the amount of buying that was coming into the market in GameStop literally took those individuals or institutions who were short GameStop, had to come back and buy it back at a higher price, which eventually elevated the value of this stock, right? Now, analysts believe that the company will report earnings of more than $1.16 billion in the first quarter and an earnings per share of about -71 cents. The company will likely do well because of the free advertisement it has received in the past few months. However, see, in one breath, they talk about how GameStop would do particularly well because of all the advertisement it has garnered in the media, but it will likely be affected by the chip shortage that have affected its console business. In its website, products like the PS5, PlayStation 5 are sold out. So it's trying to balance it. You know, it's trying to give you one side to where the market is anticipating to go higher, and then it's trying to give you the other side to where the market in GameStop can go lower. You know, they got to play both sides in these articles. They cannot be biased in terms of price predictions, right? So this is the analysis. And from the outset, they talk about the chart seems like it's forming a cup and handle, which is usually a sign of bullish consolidation or trading right here. So they're trying to create a cup and handle pattern, which that's the thing that gets me, is these individuals who use technical analysis, they only could give you usually. So whenever you see a cup and handle, there's no guarantee that is even a bullish indicator. I guess you have bearish cup and handles as well too. So what's the point of even trying to draw or insinuate that this is what you're looking at when it's not a concrete determinant that this is what it really is, right? So again, therefore, with enthusiasm of the upcoming earnings rising, I think it's supposed to be released, I can't rule out a situation where the shares jump to the next resistance level of $348, which is about 40% above the current level. However, a drop below 200 will invalidate this trend. So where are you seeing a prediction or a forecast? This individual just simply laid out where the price can go, both directions. Okay, great. It's like I didn't have to read this article just to get that idea. We all know that the market can go in two directions, higher, lower, or just trade sideways. I didn't have to read this article to get that. And literally that is where she left us. He or she left us in this article. So let's look at the chart then. Let's see if the market actually tells us more information, because it really does. The price chart is the truth. It never lies to you. It never lies to me. It always gives us the precise price of what the market is willing to purchase. That's it. So when you see articles that speaks out of both sides, buy side and also the sell side, that don't give us any advantage. We need something to give us an advantage in this space, and it's the price chart, right? So the first thing we're going to do, we're looking at a 2-week time frame in Gamestop. And first thing is first, I want you to see that. This tells us a lot already. Just by drawing that one line, we understand that the market in Gamestop is in an upward trend. That's something that we needed to know. I don't know why that article didn't pinpoint that to us, because from the long term, GameStop is real bullish. Now, we are trading well away from this overall trend, right? So let me show you. Maybe around 30% away from the overall trend. And many people will be going ballistic just because the market in GameStop will drop 30%. But when you look at this on the 2-week time frame, that's still in an upward trend though. Okay. So let's take a look at the market on how we ended last week. So you can see here that the market in GameStop has a restriction point right around $285. Okay, let me bring this up just a little bit higher. And it's nothing before, like it's not something that we haven't seen before. The market in GameStop came to this particular price level back in March. So, okay, great. We came right back to where we started in March. And we still found the same type of price action rejection, which is why we're seeing this market in GameStop go lower right now. The 2-day time frame, we're getting the same type of idea. But everyone is paying attention to this earnings release. I want you all to realize that the market is going to play on this earnings on Thursday. They're going to play on this. So depending on how we trade leading up to Thursday will give us a big indication if we're going to break $300 to the upside or $295 to the upside, or we're going to continue to go lower and test this overall trend. Because right now I'm seeing that the market in GameStop is weak, but I'm not really seeing the extreme amount of weakness to where I'm looking for the market to come all the way down here, right? I'm not seeing that yet. But when I transition this price chart over to an hourly time frame, the weakness is definitely here. And I'm really eyeing the price around 238 all the way back down to 220, all the way leading up to the earnings release, right? And if the earnings release is given how weak the market is leading up to earnings release, we will continue to go lower, or we will see the market bounce on 220 and go higher from there, right? So I'm trying to give you all the play as to what we're seeing into the market in GameStop. So this is the 3-day time frame here as well. And it goes to show that yes, we're still seeing the weakness here into the market in GameStop. But I want you all to see how low I'm looking for the market to go. Like I said, I'm looking for it to try to tag out around 250, back down to 220. Okay, initially. And the sooner we grab support, the greater, the better. We'll be off into seeing the market in GameStop breaking this 295 to the upside. If we can't hold these two areas that I'm mentioning, 250 back down to 220, then we know that the market in GameStop is going to continue to go lower and come close to this ascending line, period. Okay. So now this is what we're seeing. This is what we're expecting to see into the market in GameStop this week. Playing the weakness into the market. Like I told you, we would TP, which means take profit early on, 250. If we still see that weakness, we're going to bring it down to 220. And that will give us around 11% profitability into the market in GameStop. So this is the play that we're seeing into the market for GameStop. Now, I want to know your play. I want you to tell me, what do you all see into the market in this particular product? Do you suspect that the market in GameStop is going to give us strength or weakness? Let us know. And we're going to continue to follow this market in GameStop until we actually see where the market is anticipated to go. So this is it. Let me run it back. First thing, we're playing the weakness into the market in GameStop because we've seen the market get rejected around $300 before. That is why we're seeing the market go lower. Now we need to see how low it will go. And you guys can see from our prediction, we're not looking for it to go extremely low. $220, $250. Now, close to that earnings release, I want you all to realize that the trap is going to play on that. And if the market is showing weakness around 220, we're going to see this price in GameStop go a lot lower than our anticipated prediction. So as we see this market trade all the way following up to the earnings release, see how weak the market is. If the market is weak, we know that there's greater probability that the market's going to break our overall TP area of 220. If the market is really showing us more strength, then we know that the market's not going to go that low, 240, and bounce from there and try to break 300 to the upside. That's how you read the market. That's how you plan to make your exit strategy if the market goes against you. So now, I want you all to tell me, what do you all see into the market in GameStop? Higher, lower, sideways? Drop the comment in the comment section. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.